Hey there, Stampin' friends. It's Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. And I wanted to do a quick video for you guys. Twofold is I'm trying out my new webcam. So I wanted to do a video to see how things look and just see what my thoughts are on it. The second is to share with you the new Stampin' Up! Stamp and Die packaging. So I got my order. And this is how our stamps and dies are going to come now. So they are going to be in these nice clear envelopes. We will not carry them in the DVD cases anymore, although you can still purchase the DVD cases while supplies last. So if you want to convert your new style of packaging over to DVD cases, you can do that, or vice versa. We are going to sell the packaging by itself. You can actually buy a pack of the stamp and die sleeves. They will be available in November 2025 as an online exclusive. So let's check out the stamps first of all. So when you open up your package, you are going to find that your stamps are inside on the clear plastic, which they have been in the past. The only difference is we do not have any imaging now. So they are just going to be on here. That can be a little bit frustrating. And so I have seen a couple of demonstrators do this. And so I wanted to share as well a little bit of a hack that we can do to help with our images. This is particularly important for me because my stamps travel to events. And I want to always make sure that all the stamps are put back the way that they belong and that if any are going to be missing. So when we do look at the front, we will see that it will tell us how many stamps there are. And then we have a nice full-size image. So what we're going to do to start off is there is a lighter, more flexible piece of plastic, and then the back is a harder, stiffer piece of plastic. So what we're going to use is basic gray and our tear and tape. So I'm going to take, I flipped it over. This is the harder piece of plastic right here. I am going to put a couple strips of the tear and tape on the back of this. And I just realized I do not have any envelopes here, or sorry, not envelopes. Oh my goodness. I don't have any scissors, but that's okay. It is tear and tape for a reason. I don't need to have scissors. Sometimes I just like a nice clean cut. So I'm going to do about 3 strips for this one. You can do more if you've got a bigger set of stamps, but just 3 strips of tear and tape and make sure that is good and stuck down onto that plastic. Now I'm going to flip it over. This is a bit more of the flimsier, flexible side. I'm going to do the same thing as I'm going to put a couple strips of tear and tape right across there. Now, this does seem like a little bit of an extra step. I have reached out to Stampin' Up! And put a suggestion that we would like to have imaging on our packaging, and so we will see what happens. You're welcome to do the same, but in the meantime, we do not have it, and so this is what I am going to do instead. So flip this back over, and I'm going to peel off my tear and tape. This is the back side, the thicker side, and I'm going to attach that to the printout sheet that goes inside of my case. Now, a couple of people had said, you know, you could take your stamps off and you could attach them here. Totally up to you. I don't want them there because I don't want them to fall off. I want them to be protected inside of here. So we have now my stamp is attached to the inside. Very carefully, I'm going to peel this off. And I am going to ink up this image with my basic gray. So just very carefully and lightly, I'm just going to put a layer of ink on those stamps. Now, don't worry about it being perfect. What we're doing is just transferring the imagery over to the other side. Okay, so now if I close this and just let that ink transfer over. Now, this isn't that beautiful? And like I said, don't worry about it if it is not perfect. You're just getting the gist of the image. So I do want to make sure I give that a little bit of drying time because it is a shiny bit of paper. The next step is I am going to lay this back on top. I'm not going to worry about cleaning it. No big deal. Okay, we're going to lay that back on top, and I'm going to peel off the top layer of my tear and tape. If fingernails are not working for you, have no fear. Just grab one of your, take your pick tools and help peel that off of there. Come on now. Of course, everything was working until I mentioned it wouldn't. It wasn't. All right, so we're going to lay that on there. Then I'm going to close that again. So now when I open up my stamps, I'm going to carefully peel this apart, and you'll notice that that clear plastic comes off, and then I have my stamps on here. So I can peel them off, use them, and then what I can do is lay them back. When I'm all finished, I can put them on this side. I can then close and transfer my stamp back to where it belongs. So I wanted to share that cool hack with you. Again, I know it's a couple extra steps, but it's what we have to do unless there's going to be any changes with the packaging. And like I mentioned, this is especially important for me because I want to make sure I've got all of my images and I know exactly where they go on the plastic. All right, so then I can clean that and I can put it back in my sleeve for storage. Now, when it comes to the dies, super excited about this die storage because for the first time ever, we have our die images on the front so we can actually see what our dies are, which makes these nice that I can store these together. Now, could I put my stamp and my die in one envelope? Yes, I can. But for this one, I'm going to keep them separate because sometimes I don't always want the stamps and the dies. But this will tell you right here across the top that you've got your dies. And then across this one, it will tell you that that is your photopolymer stamp. So if you're keeping them in the same storage. Now, Stampin' Storage, I knew they would. I knew they would come through. They have created the new tall, skinny magnet. So these just came out this week. And so I did grab them. They are 5 in a package, and they do fit exactly in our packaging. Okay, so there is the smaller version does work as well. It's probably about that size. So if you have those, you can go ahead and use them. But I went ahead and grabbed those. So Stampin' Storage does have them. They also have some storage bins that are tall and thin that are made with these in mind. So if you're looking for a new type of storage system, check Stampin' Storage. I am an affiliate for them. So if you shop my affiliate link, it is in the description of this video. So I don't know if you can see. Mine is big. So I did buy, this is the double. Can I go up a little bit? I don't know. Okay, we're going to try it. This is new to me, this webcam and this angle. So I did get this one. You can get the individual one. So you could do that. I did a double. It does fit 6 by 6. And so if you have 6 by 6 paper you want to put in there, you could put your other stamps in here. But basically it is going to fit your Stampin' Storage products so that you can, or sorry, your Stampin' Up! Products with the new packaging. You can then kind of flip through there. So I might have alphabets, you know, and just put A, B, C, so I'm able to flip. The other thing is it is angled a little bit on the back side so that things are not sitting straight. They have a little bit of an angle. So they have these in the, what is this, natural. They also have it in white, and then they also have ones that are acrylic, which are a little bit less expensive, but I have all the natural wood products, so that way for me it kind of matches a bit. But yeah, that's how I'm going to be storing my new product in there. And so you can check that out at Stampin' Storage. Again, this is the double, but you could also get a single one. So I'm going to have stamps in one side, dies in the other. I can put my embossing folders in here. And so I can also put my blocks in here. So there's a lot of things. 6 by 6 paper will fit in here. So there's a lot of things I can do with this particular storage unit. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share with you. Hopefully that is a nice little hack that will help you guys. Sorry about my light on there. Help you guys utilize the new packaging a little bit easier with having an image for visuals. So thanks so much for checking it out. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.